So I just read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Here's what I learned. So for those of you who haven't read the book yet, put simply in his own terms, it's basically a book about accounting. So with this pretty much being a financial book and to help people understand money better, I'm going to be going over some of the main points that were went over in the book and my personal thoughts and if I recommend this book or not and some of the things you guys can expect to learn while reading. So firstly, I just want to get something out of the way. I kind of hardly remember shit from the book. I mean, to be honest, it's my first ever book that I ever read. So, but I'm going to just try and make it the best that I can and I hope you guys enjoy. So one of the main concepts that he gets along in the book, similar to Think and Grow Rich, is that money is just a perspective, and how we look at it can change how we accumulate it. So one of the concepts he goes over is basically how the rich spend their money, how the poor spend their money, and how the middle class spend their money. Rich spend their money by buying things such as buying a rental property in which they get a income for every month that the renters pay, buying something like an investment to a small company like a startup, or investing in the S&P 500, and basically putting your money in spots that will make you money. The middle class spend their money is they buy things that take money out of their pocket, such as the thing liabilities and assets. Rich spend their money on assets, and the poor spend their money on liabilities. So the poor and middle class spend in a similar way, but since the middle class can afford more luxurious things such as cars, maybe a down payment on a house, things like that, the middle class spends their money on things that takes money out of their pocket. And then the way that the poor spend their money is by simply buying things, and that's it. You just buy something and you don't buy things that take out of your pocket or things that put money in your pocket. You're just buying for the sake of buying. That's how I was. I used to be, a way of spending was me buying things like a poor person would. The reason I think this book got so much popularity is because it's just a simple book on financial literacy and being smart with your money. And the way he talks in the book actually keeps your attention, and you're able to. It's a pretty nice read. It's not like it's the best, but it is pretty simple and to the point. It gets its point across definitely, and I think because of that, it's helped a lot of people get a new perspective off of money. So in the book itself, towards the last chapter, he actually gives us some advice that we could use to like kind of take action after reading the book. He's talking about reading classes, find someone who's done what you're trying to do. Let's see. He also talks about stop what you're doing and just start. Look for new ideas, always find new places, always start new things, try new things. Look in the right places, shop for bargains in all markets, look for deals. Look for people who want to buy first, then look for someone who wants to sell. Kind of like that supply and demand. The way I put it, though, is demand and supply. So someone wants something, you're giving it to them. Same thing, just reversed. But that's, in my mind, it sounds better. Because supply is like you have something and you're waiting for a demand for what you have. When you just think of it like there's a demand for something and you supply it. Demand and supply. Now, I know I wasn't such a good summary off the book, but this is one of my first videos, and I think that's what I was going to do, was just a brief summary. In conclusion, I honestly think that it's a good read. I recommend it definitely for anyone that's trying to get their mind in the right headspace when it comes to money. I think it's a great read, and I totally recommend it. And as a disclaimer for the end of this video, I just want to thank you guys for sticking around. I hope that going forward with YouTube, this will be something that I could turn into a full-time career. I've been told I look like an influencer, and I'm going to be doing all kinds of things, so I just hope that something sticks. Right now, I've just been like procrastinating pretty bad with just everything. I just graduated school, so I'm just going to be doing that and just trying to get on YouTube. So, yeah. Anyways, hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Peace.